If that girl you've been obsessing over since the last year isn't doing anything to be with you, or show you any sign that she's into you too, then you need to move on, build yourself, and focus on your health, mind, and body. She's going to regret it later anyway. I'm sure you remember the gorgeous girl from your class who you flirted with but who effectively totally ignored you. She did not engage in any laughter or attempt to make the talk amusing or fascinating. Instead, she merely sat still and did nothing. She didn't even bother to say hi to you at any point, unless you said it first, on top of ignoring your discussion. She did not even acknowledge your presence if the two of you were passing each other on the street until it was time to do your homework. She approached you because she believed you'd allow her to copy your assignments. Don't let anyone use you. If this is happening to you, I can tell you right now that you need to stop letting her take advantage of you. I don't care how hot she is. If she isn't the one who's making out with you, then you need to hold your ground and tell her to go copy from somewhere else. If the girl isn't even making an effort to greet you or engage in conversation, let alone offering you the possibility of intimacy, why in the world would you do anything to assist her? Are you afraid she'll think of you as a jerk? She sure will. Will the white knights and beta males think less of you because you didn't save the princess? Yes, they sure will. But hey, you're always going to be the bad guy in someone else's tale, so who cares? You owe this girl nothing because she didn't do anything to deserve your help. You're only showing her and the dozens of girls around you that you're a doormat. Yes, by doing this, you're ruining your chances with other girls. So tell her to ask for someone else's help. Continue greeting people with common courtesy. Being polite and pleasant costs nothing. Be kind, not weak. Withhold your beta instinct to help the lady you're talking with or dating right now if she constantly asks you to do things for her, hasn't done anything for you, and is just generally unkind to you. Better still, tell her to get the hell away. So what if she dislikes you as a result? It really doesn't matter. She never liked you in the first place because you're too okay with everything. You're a pushover, a doormat. Before you were a helpful beta, and now you're a renegade wolf. Who knows, maybe now that she sees you have a backbone, she'll start to respect you. And you're a man. You're not supposed to be accommodative or submissive. You need to raise your status from doormat to alpha male. Who is a nice guy? The fact is that a lot of men fall into the nice guy category without even realizing it. Their common misconception is that if they are just kind enough to everyone, the world would grant them their wishes. However, as you are already aware, this is not how things really are. It's the opposite. More people will exploit you the nicer you are. Please note that this does not imply that you must be rude to attract women. Even though this particular male attitude has stood the test of time as one that doesn't harm men. Many men continue to play the nice guy or beta role well into their middle ages without ever understanding what they are doing wrong. Although each nice guy is different, they all have a few things in common. The craving for acceptance is the main characteristic that distinguishes all decent guys. He always looks for affirmation from everyone he encounters in life. Nearly all of a nice guy's actions are ultimately intended to win favor with others. Another characteristic of the nice guy is his attempt to solve every problem, even when no one asks him to. The nice guy describes himself as a giver, but he provides to win others over, unlike an alpha who gives without expecting anything in return. Avoiding confrontation is one of the qualities that makes someone a nice guy. To tell you the truth, the nice guy ends up being dishonest, secretive, manipulative, controlling, and passive-aggressive because he doesn't want to offend anyone or cause an issue anywhere. Therefore, it is time to finally put a stop to this belief system now that we are aware of all the characteristics of the nice guy. Who is an alpha? A strong feeling of self is one of the alpha's distinguishing characteristics. The alpha has learned who he truly is via experience, and he has little trouble recognizing his shortcomings. An alpha packs a lot of integrity, and having integrity simply means acting morally, no matter what others or your loved ones may think. The alpha always makes sure that his wants are addressed before attending to the needs of others, rather than always giving his everything to everyone every time. Taking time for yourself to advance your profession or another area of your life is a perfect example of this. The alpha has the ability to take the lead in providing for those he cares about. The ability to convey his sentiments in a straightforward manner is a core quality of the alpha male. The alpha is also caring and kind, but he doesn't act in these ways to win favor with other people. Having strong boundaries is another characteristic that distinguishes the alpha from the nice guys, and he never hesitates to resolve disputes. You must fundamentally alter your thought system in order to eventually shed the role of the good guy and become the alpha male. You need to alter not only how you see yourself, but also how you see the rest of the world. Most of the time, becoming the alpha male just involves accepting your place as a man and making the transition from the nice guy. By embracing what it means to be a true man, most of the attitudes and actions associated with the good guy may be changed. And so, my message to all nice guys is this: stand up for yourself. If you don't stand up for yourself, people will continue to treat you in a certain way. In other words, you can still be a kind person as long as you are quick to call out when someone crosses that line and let them know that you did not like it. Even if nothing else, people will respect you. Don't be a doormat for everyone to walk over without thinking about it. Sure, be a good man, but get rid of the habits that cause people to despise and take advantage of you. Being a good guy doesn't mean that you let others take advantage of you all the time. Being a nice guy really isn't worth the effort or the time. You're only going to be used because you will be thought of as the person who has no issues with anything. You're basically a dot on a random map that has all the sorts of shapes and visual elements that makes the map beautiful. To have and make a mark on the map, you need to get out of your comfort zone and ruffle some feathers. The next time someone tries to use you, tell them to their face that you're not going to do whatever it is that they want you to do. You're not obligated to do their work, and you don't have to if you don't want to. Trust me, after you've done this a couple of times, the next time won't even be tough. Because it can get tough to do something that is opposite to what you've been doing your whole life. It's true that conflict doesn't feel pleasant, but as long as it's carried out in good faith, you'll gain more self-assurance and gain the respect of the women, as well as the beta men each time you fight for your beliefs. Nice guys also get into the bad habit of being liked and affirmed by others. The alpha, on the other hand, gives freely and never looks for approval from others. He doesn't need external validation. That's where the self-assurance comes in. It takes a lot of courage and self-belief to stand up for what you believe in. It's not easy to transform from a nice guy to an alpha. It takes time and it takes practice. So, this is what you need to know about how you can tell the difference between a nice guy and a complete doormat. Nice guys are the lesser extreme. Doormats are just beyond the realms of niceness. They're way ahead and might never make it back. Thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.